Hey, what's up, everybody? Here we go again, episode 91 at face value. I'm Brian.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Will.
Super pumped to have you back again for another week. We're rolling on. NBA playoffs are rolling in. I'm sure everybody's locked into that. Uh, College baseball's rolling on. Got some MLB action. NFL draft is coming up this week. Shout out, Lucas. I know you're ready.
I'm
Uh,
locked in.
Saints are ready to step it up, dude. So we'll see what happens. So as we do every other week, we'll start with our hugs and hikes. So Will, you want to get us started today?
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit off here because they are a rival of my favorite NBA team. Only a rival because they're in the same state, but I'm giving a hug to the atmosphere in the court of the San Antonio Spurs. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. What they did with their throwback color scheme and then
So
lining it up
cool.
with the fans per each section. That was one of the cooler things I can remember. Most teams do in the playoffs, so they give a T-shirt giveaway, to the fans and everything like that. This was something special. Unbelievable atmosphere for Game One in San Antonio the other night. But I don't know what you guys thought. I as if I'm a Spurs fan, I would love to see that color combination more often. Maybe that's why they don't go back to it full time because then you lose the how cool it looks when they do it. But man, pretty cool stuff to see.
It's kind of like an interesting color concept though. Like the purple, turquoise, yellow, or whatever purple it is. Like it's interesting, but it works somehow. But yeah, no, I thought it was cool, like how they staggered the colors and everything.
It definitely plays into like San Antonio's fiesta, like that kind of thing for sure. Like just like the culture in San Antonio. But my favorite part of the whole thing was the cameraman peer pressuring all the people to put their shirts on. Did y'all see that? Like they were literally
Yeah.
zooming in and pretty much calling out everybody that didn't have their shirts on in each section, which was
Yeah.
awesome to
Gotta get that
make it.
buy-in, dude.
That's right, and it worked. It worked, and
Yeah.
so.
Absolutely, it did.
Um, yeah, it was really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, I was wondering about I saw that Popovich came to give the pregame speech. I wonder how that went. But I guess it was good. They won game one,
Yeah,
but
worked out really good. Yeah, they had a bunch of they had some stars back. David Robinson was there. Tim Duncan was there. Of course, Wemby showed out. But yeah, pretty cool stuff they did up there at the Frost Center.
at least one of the Texas teams came to play. So
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll get to that.
what about you, Lucas? You got a hug?
I don't. I have zero hugs. I'm a miserable sports fan right now in every aspect. Football
Yeah,
season
so
cannot come soon enough. Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, I told you they're bad. Like, did you watch any of the games, Will?
Oh yeah,
It was, dude, LSU's just awful. And okay,
Lucas, the epitome of y'all season is when they're interviewing Jay Johnson, and then we just go yard in the middle of the interview,
and it
and you
just
can just see
abruptly ends.
it ends immediately.
Yeah. But okay, let's backtrack a little bit. I will give one hug. I'm going to give a hug to Jay Johnson, because after the game in this press conference after Friday, he pretty much came out and said, "This is all on me. I will not make this mistake again. I recruited the wrong guys and I didn't get the right guys in." And that's exactly what this is because there are no ball players. Just kidding. There are some very good ball players on this baseball team, just not enough contributors that are consistent enough, especially defensively. Like LSU defensively is a joke. And so he even admitted like he should have kept some of the guys that he let go to bring in these transfers. And so I guess give him a hug for stepping up and making that call and putting it out there and admitting his mistakes because clearly there are plenty of them. And obviously you have very uber talented people in it's Stephen Milam and Derek Curiel and Jake Brown. Those three will probably end up being Major League Baseball players, but everywhere else, just an absolute failure. Just not very good.
I lived this last year, man.
I know
So
you did.
I mean, it was like the same, and the talent was there, just the way the meshing of it and the coaching aspect. I don't, you know, it was an anomaly. Like, how is this happening? But
Yeah, I wonder too. I mean, for y'all though, you had a first time ever head coach like that played probably a part into it as well. And then you had some injuries down the stretches that didn't help y'all's case last year. I mean,
yeah,
in this
it's
case,
true.
we've had some injury, but dude, it's just like injuries don't rear their head like it is now with booting balls at second base, not being able to field a ball at first, passed balls behind the plate. It's just brutal all the way around. They're dead last in fielding percentage in the SEC, and that's like one of Jay Johnson's like things. He has good defensive ball clubs, and this is just not it.
Well, I,
Um,
you know, all these. I know they're not kids, but you know, you want to say kids. They're also all just in their head because
oh yeah.
all this is being talked about. You're the reigning national champs. Like, you're not, everything's not going your way. So I think it's just kind of spiraling on them a little bit.
Well, absolutely. And to that point, I'm not sure what you expected after Friday night when Jay Johnson comes out and says that to them to go back and win on Saturday and Sunday. Like it's done.
Yeah,
Like it's over. Like it is absolutely finished. Um, and that's okay. The one thing I will say is, uh, do we blame that one Twitter fan that's or that one Twitter account that posted? He said he would sacrifice this year's LSU baseball season to get Lane Kiffin. That's been viral. Um, it's gone viral. Like he did that like literally like whenever the first rumor came out that Lane Kiffin was coming to LSU, he tweeted that. And it's just blown up.
wow.
I, I'll be honest, Lucas. If the Lane Kiffin hire pans out for a national title in the next 3 years,
Oh, it's
every
totally
fan
worth it.
isn't giving two shits about this baseball season.
No, no, no,
No,
no.
no,
And honestly, with Jay Johnson's track record, like I mean,
He'll figure it out.
absolutely. I'm not worried where the program's headed at all.
It's just a
Um,
disappointing season.
for sure, absolutely. And it's a lot of those guys too. They or not a lot of them, but quite a few of them were on the run last year to the championship. Like that's a long, brutal season too, and to get in the right headspace to try to repeat is pretty tough. And then you bring in all these transfer guys from smaller schools around the country, and yeah, it's just tough. It's tough, but
for sure.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give a hug to Jordan Alvarez. So with the Astros playing the way that they're playing, you go across the stat line and you look at who has the top stats for all teams for the Astros right now. Jordan currently leads in batting average, home runs, RBIs, on base percentage, hits, and OPS. So and
You could probably
WAR.
throw an ERA as well.
So yeah, probably. Yeah, he's probably. So dude's on an absolute tear. I know we said before the podcast. I mean, he's definitely in he's in the MVP conversation right now. Obviously, it's super early in the season, but I mean, for a bad team, I mean, now he doesn't play on the East or West Coast, so that hurts him a little bit for voting purposes. But the dude's on an absolute tear right now. So it's nice to see somebody's at least trying to win over there in Houston, because it's not the pitching staff. It's not Brian Abreu, that's for sure. So yeah, shout out to him. Big hug to him for finally deciding to step up, or not finally deciding, but stepping up when they needed to at least get some runs out of it.
Yeah, it just with him, like it always is with Jordan. I feel like we've been in this kind of cycle now for 4 or 5 years of we know what the potential is, but can he be on the field for 140 plus games to finally
Yeah,
pull it all together? This is probably his best start to a season that I can remember. I just hope he can stay on the field. And, him staying on the field is contingent upon him not having to actually play the field. And with
yeah.
the other injuries piling up, unfortunately, he's going to have to do some more outfield play, which doesn't give me a lot of confidence he's going to be able to stay healthy because, as we all know, those knees are not in the best of shape. So,
But dude, he's 38 years old. What do you expect?
Yeah.
yeah, that is entirely possible.
So yeah. What about a hike? Will you got a hike?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't know if y'all got on Twitter or saw it anywhere else, but Did y'all see the pants PK Subban wore?
No.
Do y'all know who PK Subban is?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
hockey player.
Yes, and he's now an analyst, so he's doing the panel through the intermissions. Yeah, this isn't going to hit as good. I'll send y'all the picture, and y'all can look at it later. But PK Subban wore pants that four other humans could have fit in with him on the telecast the other night, and just got absolutely the internet did the internet's job and clowned him for it with great reason. The pants were atrocious. It's not the first time he's made a fashion statement, but my God, these were awful. So yeah, PK Subban and the pants you put on, you can take a massive hike in those. I wouldn't recommend hiking in them. Probably would not be that comfortable, but they're bad.
Oh my God.
I'm assuming y'all are looking them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Went on national
My
TV,
Lord.
boys. And that if you I hope you're looking at the right angle from like the downward looking up. Those are they're just really bad. That's the one. That's the picture. Yep.
You gonna take a
I
look,
don't.
Brian?
Oh yeah, I found it. Yeah. No, it's awesome.
I
That's
mean,
that's awesome.
yeah. I don't know what we're doing with those, but they're something. They are
There,
You could
something.
that
you
looks
could
like,
park a Chevy Suburban in each one of PK Subban's pant legs right now.
dude.
Um,
It literally looked like he just took grandma's curtains off the window and wrapped
th-
it around his legs.
there was
It
one that
was
said that. I know we reference Barstool a lot on here, but Liam Blutman, who stole a Stephen Che joke, said. PK Subban looks like a teacher that'll respond, "I don't know, can you?" when you ask if you can go to the bathroom.
Uh,
that is correct.
Like I said, the internet did its thing, man. Very, very funny. But yeah, we gotta have those pants take a hike. Those should never resurface again.
Ever. Mm,
oh man.
mm, mm,
What about
mm.
you, Lucas? What you got?
Every single one of my sports teams right now, the
It's a
Astros,
rough weekend. Rough weekend,
LSU,
man.
and Arsenal too. Arsenal was my one
Mm.
shining hope. Um, they lost probably the most important game in the last 20 years uh, at Manchester City on Sunday. Now, Manchester City plays Burnley on Wednesday. With a win, they go top of the league, where Arsenal had a 9 point lead at one point. Um,
Oh,
so yeah, Arsenal are looking to finish second 4 straight years,
Golly.
waiting to
huh.
win the league in 22 years. They haven't won the league in 22 years, and they're about to finish second for the fourth year in a row if they don't figure it out. Again, it's still possible. At this point, you just have to. So if Manchester City win against Burnley, now it comes down to just goal differential. If both teams win the rest of their games, it's goal difference. So whoever scores beats the other teams by more goals. And so the one thing that Arsenal has been struggling to do is do that, score goals, which is a problem. Um, but again, if either team drop any points, it's going to be pretty wide open. But I think before um, this run in came when Arsenal had the highest odds of winning, it was like 92% chance of winning the Premier League. Now I think they're at 40, so they're not even favorites anymore. And yeah, just tough scenes with Arsenal, tough scenes with LSU baseball, tough scenes with Astros baseball, and then again, not I don't watch it very much, but um, LSU gymnastics lost the national championship by like a hundredth of a point to OU,
Yeah, they did.
who won their eighth national championship in 11 years.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, just tough all around, man. Just tough time. Football season can't come soon enough, is all I'm saying. I am ready um, for some LSU football. That's all I got to say. This has got to end at some point.
Well, Arsenal's still on top of the table, right?
They are, but they've they played one more game than Manchester City has. So Manchester City
Uh,
has a game in hand where they're going to play.
gotcha.
So Manchester City's going to play Burnley on Wednesday, where Arsenal doesn't play this week, and so then they'll be even on games. And then if Burnley are one of the worst teams in the league, they're going to
Yeah,
destroy them. Um, and so they'll be tied on points, and then Manchester City will actually be ahead. If they win 1-0, they'll be tied on goal difference, but they have more goals scored, which is the next tiebreak. Yeah.
damn. It's gonna
So
be
most,
tight.
yeah, it's going to come down to the wire. It's the first team to slip up is going to be in trouble. So
Which, based on prior history, doesn't look good for Arsenal.
no, no, it does not. It does not
Yeesh.
at all. So
Well, I'm gonna give a height to kicking contracts. So the Cowboys put a tag on Brandon Aubrey, which essentially said if you want him, you can have him, but you got to give up some draft capital. And it seemed at that point that no team was willing to give up draft picks, higher draft picks for a kicker. And so the Cowboys said, well, we're going to go ahead and pay him more money anyway, signed into a 4 year, $28 million contract extension. So it's just crazy. I mean, I get it. Like kickers are important, but when you have as many needs as you have in Dallas right now, and your focus is a kicker, then it's a rough look. So wasn't super pumped about that. I mean, I was hoping that we'll get through this year, move some stuff around again next year, and then maybe try to make something work. But I don't know, just crazy, crazy locking in 7 million just for a kicker every year.
7 million.
Yep.
I I don't actually hate it. I mean, I think you have to. I mean, the Texans gave Fairbairn 6.5, so I'm not shocked that Aubrey reset the market. I mean, yeah, when you talk about value, how many games are won and lost literally at the foot of a kicker? Now, I know there's a lot of other game, but like it does come down in those situations. So I don't necessarily hate it too much as I normally would hate stuff like this.
If
Um,
I was a good team, I'd say yes, pay him $7 million. But when you have the worst defense in the league and you haven't done anything to bolster that defense yet, man, you're saving money just for a kicker. I mean,
that's
I get
fair.
that kickers can win games, but whenever you can't stop a runny nose to win a game, then I mean, how much of an impact does a kicker really have at that point?
See, Brian, in this situation, a lot because if the offense can get the ball to the 50, they got a shot to score as long as he's kicking for you, and that might be a problem sometimes. So
Yeah, but when you're scoring field goals and giving up touchdowns, then
that there does lie a major problem here.
The math
yeah,
doesn't math.
so,
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
no, it
no.
doesn't.
So, like I said, I mean, if they were in a better situation, depth chart wise, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. But I
But
think with
hey,
the Cowboy specific situation, hard for me to back that up.
in 3 days, man, the defense will look a whole lot better.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Probably take a wide receiver in the first round.
That would be hilarious.
That would be very funny.
That would be very funny. If
Uh,
they do that, I will go ahead and write your hike in for next week because that would be
yes.
very funny.
Oh, dude, I might wear like a black curtain on. I'm shutting the generator off next weekend if the freaking.
It would be very Jerry Jones.
Oh man. Well, speaking of the draft, it is coming up on Thursday. So, any interesting concepts this yet, Will?
Not really. I mean, I think that's what's surprising is like, man, I think last year when the draft was approaching, we like every week we were talking about it or it was coming up, this, that, or what the number one pick is locked in. Yeah, I mean, barring some crazy turn of events,
Yeah.
Mendoza's going one. and there's no other really hype players. And I think there's a lot of good NFL talent, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Um, you know, Jeremiah Love is going to go high for a running back. They're putting a lot of pressure on that young man going into year one, but uh, I think it's a solid draft with just no generational talents. If that makes sense. So it's not getting the love or the hype that a draft normally comes into, but that I'm not saying there's not going to be some Hall of Famers out of this draft down the road. I think there is some very good players.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think the quarterback class has a lot to do with that. I feel like when there's a solid quarterback class, the hype is obviously a lot higher. And there's just not that this year. Next year we might have a different conversation with some of the names coming out. But like you said, uh, we can look 20 years down the road and say, hey, like you remember that class in 26 with all these crazy talented Uber Hall of Famer players coming out. Like you said, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think you're right. Defensively, there's some very good names coming out. And one team that wasn't gonna bite on the defensive players coming out was the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know if y'all saw that today. Which, dude, I think it's smart. I,
You like the trade?
why not?
I hate the trade
For what reason?
because now you're basically
You
trying to
you're
replace Hendrickson with the guy who doesn't sack like Hendrickson. You're just trying to stuff the middle to essentially stuff the run, but like you're paying now a guy for 3 more years who's already 29 when you
but
could have drafted somebody at 10.
but this is the thing. This is the thing that since he's mindset right now is we have Joe Burrow right now. We just paid him. We're gonna try everything we can to get proven people in now and try to win now. Because if you
Then
draft
you would have
somebody at,
signed Trey Hendrickson. You wouldn't have traded for Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but again, in the draft though, like if you draft at 10, you draft an edge rusher, or you draft somebody to in the middle, like it's not proven, it's not a guarantee. Like at least now you have somebody that's a proven NFL talent that's going to come in and do something about it, which I think later down the road could be an awful move depending on who comes out at number 10. But right now, while they have Joe Burrow, I think it's smart. Instead of using that pick, you're getting a
Maybe
proven NFL talent. I
maybe trading out of 10 isn't the problem. Maybe for me it's just who they got.
Yeah,
And
I can see that.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't give up any other draft capital, which is
No,
pretty rare. I mean,
agreed
a pick for a player, so normally teams overpay for stuff like this and they end up throwing in a second rounder with it or a third and a fifth. So maybe being in a one for one swap makes it a little better, but I
because at the
you're
end of the
probably
day,
right. I mean,
at the end of the
you
day,
do the laws of average, it's probably going to balance out over the course of
Yeah.
yeah,
over the average. Now, yeah, they might get lucky and at 10 draft a Hall of Famer, but JJ Watt ain't coming out at 11 every year.
for sure.
No.
And another thing too, it's one of those things. I don't know a lot about Cincinnati's defense, but I'm pretty sure
Not
they couldn't
good.
stop the run for anything. They could not stop the run, and so now you're like, sure, sacks are nice. It's cool to have sacks on the score sheet at the end of the game, but if you can't stop the run, who cares if you're tallying up a
Yeah.
sack a game, a sack and a half a game? It doesn't.
Yeah. And here I'm telling on an Aggie here, but they drafted Shamar Stewart last year and he was booty cheeks as a rookie.
And that's exactly right. You're taking a risk. At the end of the day, whenever you have somebody that's a proven commodity in the NFL, I mean, and you have this window where you're trying to win, where Joe Burrow's in his prime. I don't hate it. And that's the same thing with rumors. I've heard rumors that that New Orleans is trying to trade up to, I think, to three with Arizona. But for what? What is moving from eight to three going to do in this draft?
You
And
could
supposedly they're going to trade the first round and give away their second and third round picks. That's dumb.
Oof.
If that happens, again, I don't really care about the NFL, but that's stupid.
I mean, at three, you're going, depending what New York does at two, New York's probably going Arvell Reese or David Bailey because they're probably going defense.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what New Orleans is going to get. To me, to your point, between 3 and 8,
You're going to
I,
get a good player at 8. You're going to get
you're
you're
going
going to
to
get a
get a
good player
good
at
one. I
8.
mean, you can get a really good corner of safety. I mean, Delane's probably going to be there. Caleb
Yeah.
Downs is probably going to be there.
Yep.
I don't think their secondary was anything crazy in New Orleans. So to me, the gain here does not match the cost.
No. And again, you can get a serviceable player at 42, high second round. Like what are we doing here? Like it's that would be really stupid if they do that. If the one thing I'll say, kind of like Brian was saying about the kicker situation, like if the Saints were one player away and they really liked the guy and they wanted to move up to 3 to go win, absolutely, that's do it. But they're nowhere even close. Like they're not even close.
Yeah,
And it's just like the Patrick Mahomes thing, right? Like the Chiefs moved up and gave up a bunch of draft picks to go draft Mahomes at 10 back in the day. Like
yeah,
that worked out okay, but again, they had pieces already there.
Right.
I don't know.
yeah. That hurts because the Chiefs traded up when they heard the Texans were going to take Mahomes.
Well, the Saints were at I think 10 or 11. I think Mahomes went at 9 or 10.
They went 10.
I think the Saints were at 11.
Yeah, because the Texans were at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know. I mean, I don't know how many more trades we're gonna get. I mean, last year we had the Jags came out of nowhere, moved up to two to get Travis Hunter, gave up a
yeah.
haul to the
Yeah.
Browns. I don't think we're gonna see that because back to the points we were just making, I don't think we should see that. What's not gonna surprise me at all is if somebody jumps up to 32-29, maybe with the Chiefs, the Seahawks at 32 to take Ty Simpson. I'm
Yeah.
assuming he's going two
Yeah.
off the board, but I can see a team like Arizona who had people always are like, oh, Arizona's at 34. Why would they trade up? And the reason you trade with the first round is you get that fifth year option. So, and with the cost for moving from 34 to 32 to the Seahawks isn't going to cost the Cardinals much, but it gives them a lot with that fifth year option if Ty Simpson turns out to be a serviceable NFL quarterback. So,
Yeah.
I think that's the trade we look for is a team like that. I don't know who else might. I mean, the Jets are at 33, but are they going to take Ty Simpson? Those are probably the two most likely teams. And not saying they do trade up, but I could see that just to gain that fifth year possibility. But I don't see a lot of other movement. I think the movement has pretty much already been done. Because again, there's not just this can't miss prospects that teams are going to want to jump up. Maybe someone jumps two spots if they have a guy they really like, but is there that much difference between the third best offensive tackle and the fourth best offensive tackle at this point? I don't see it. Again, I'm not an NFL insider or a draft expert or any of that, but I don't see the major upgrades or the major differences amongst the top five at every position this year. Outside of
And that's
running
kind of
back, I mean, that's the main one to me that I think there's a massive difference between
one and
Jeremiah Love
two.
and everybody else. But
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking, like with Cincinnati, like, because I would think they would probably go offensive line in the draft. And so if they don't think, there's a guy worth taking at 10, get you a solid defensive guy and then just take your offensive line starting in the second round. But I mean, I think that's kind of probably what their mindset is there.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, even in the latest mock drafts, there's only one offensive lineman being taken in the top 10, and normally there's two or three
Two or
uh,
three,
Absolutely.
yeah.
in most drafts. And I think in the latest one that Reed dropped this morning, it's only the tackle from Miami. I think Fano from Utah's right outside the top 10, but um, yeah, that should tell you that again, good players, but not just the one that's just blowing everybody away. Like, hey man, this guy's going to be an anchor on your line for can't miss. He's going to be there. So I don't know. It is the draft. It is intriguing. A lot of wide receivers again,
Yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
being ranked high. There might be some surprises. I'm not expecting a lot. It's just going to be one of those drafts that, like you said too, Lucas. It'll maybe in 15 years you look back and go, "Huh, draft surprises us." But on the surface right now, it's just kind of chalk it up, business as usual, and that's go ahead and move on.
And this goes back to kind of the landscape in college football now too with NIL. I wonder how often this is going to be the case where some of the better players they hold off. Obviously, you're going to have classes that are good and bad, but I mean, overall, like this class, if it went traditional before NIL, this class would be crazy with quarterbacks because Arch ain't staying, right?
Yeah.
Sam Levitt ain't staying. Like there's a lot of names that are coming back to college football.
Dante
It's
Moore,
Dante Moore, like those names.
who probably would have went second overall anyway.
Yeah, like
Which is why he
those.
stayed.
Yeah,
Yeah, those names come out if they're in isn't NIL.
yeah, because you're getting your few 100,000 or million under the table, or you're getting 20 something guaranteed. Where now,
Yeah,
hey man, let me just guarantee myself six next year,
Yeah.
yep,
and then still barring catastrophic injury, don't not wishing that on the kid at all, God forbid, but uh, then he's still going to get the money again next year because he'll be a top five pick anyway.
yeah,
Probably still getting drafted by the Jets.
yep,
That's very very likely. It's very very they are going to be very
So bad,
bad.
dude. So bad.
Aaron Glenn will be out of a job. They are going to stink.
where's the draft rotated to this year?
That is a great question. It is
Oh,
in Pittsburgh.
Oh God.
It's in Pittsburgh. Don't remember many drafts in Pittsburgh.
Well, for the longest time, it was just in Indy,
Indy,
correct?
right? Yeah,
yeah,
right.
And
for a
it,
long time.
but the
Yeah.
last, like, they went to Nashville, they went to Green Bay. I know they've been kind of rotating it around. I'm not sure what the weather in Pittsburgh's
Pittsburgh.
like right now, but I can't foresee it being awesome currently. Um, barring it's outdoors. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be inside, but
I think
Hmm.
it's in the stadium, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, it was right outside of Lambeau last year.
Yeah.
Thursday's going to be a low of 49, a
Yeah,
high
Well,
of
it won't be snow.
seven.
Won't be snowing like it was in Colorado this week, at least. So,
it's crazy.
Dude, I mean, tomorrow morning it's going to be 31 in Pittsburgh. So, but yeah,
hey, those crazy Steeler fans are used to it, dude. They'll be there anyway.
that's true. Couldn't be me.
No, definitely not. But yeah, there was some other action. We talked about Brandon Aubrey a little bit, but saw AJ Brown is looking like he's gonna be a post June 1 trade to the Patriots, which would be interesting. Putting him and Stephon Diggs on either side of each other. Oh, Diggs left, didn't he? Where did he go?
I don't even know if he signed anywhere.
Yeah, he
I
is
just
he
know he
just
was
a
he
free
was a
agent?
free agent. Um,
You were a Texan.
yeah, he's still a free agent.
Huh.
What?
So there's probably a chance that he still signs with the Patriots
Yeah.
for a
No,
more
yeah,
team friendly deal.
yeah. He remains unsigned. I don't know. I mean,
Unless he's more worried about Cardi B right now, but
his off the field issues, he got to get those in line, man. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, I mean,
well, man,
could be a
but
good
the
change
way
of
AJ
scenery.
Brown's been acting with Philly, though, like, man, I would be wary to bring him in. Just, I mean, with the last couple of years, especially this past year, where he just complained constantly about not getting the ball. Like, I mean, it's just, and then if you do bring Diggs back, I mean, it's gonna be hard to share the love between those two.
He'll just go to New England and he'll be the number one option and he'll probably have like 1,400 yards next year.
Yeah,
Patriots fans don't have to go through any heartache or anything bad. They just like they suck for 3 years and they're right back on top of the mountain. So He'll have a Hall of Fame type year. That's just how it works for them. I mean,
He'll be the next Randy Moss. Freak.
the NFL's so stupid. The fact that we're
Uh,
breaking this trade essentially like it's a done deal on April 20th, but we have to wait till June 1st for cap reasons is so dumb. So dumb.
yeah.
I'll agree with the first part of that statement.
The NFL is so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who else made a huge deal though this week? The Houston Texans
God,
signing
dude.
Will Anderson to a 3-year, $50 million extension.
I have no problem with an extension. I have no problem if you even want to pay him the record breaking deal. I really don't. We did it with Stingley last year. Well deserved. He had a hell of a season. Anderson's second in Defensive Player of the Year voting. He's still young. He's been relatively healthy. You anticipate that to only get better. Why just fly past? Most times when guys reset a market, they do it by like 500,000, maybe a million. Why just fly 3.5 million more and just to get to 50 million a year? I mean, I don't know why we had to do that. Could have saved a little bit of room there,
Yeah.
but no, here we are, just resetting markets left and right, and
Yeah, because he got his extension, and then Stroud's will come next year. I mean, it's
yes, that I'm going down a path here with C.J. Stroud, Brian, that is starting to look a lot like your quarterback.
yep,
This I'm sniffing this one out. Stroud's gonna have a bounce back year, and have like Dak did a few years ago. Like, oh, everything's perfectly fine. Here's the big extension, and then we go right back to being, yeah. That stinks to the high heavens for me already. This going into this season, but
yeah, you just see it coming. Just
yeah, the writing is on the wall that he's gonna throw for 4,200 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 10 to 12 picks, and like, oh yeah, he's fine. They just had a couple rough years there. Here's 275 million. Yeah, you might as well write it in stone, man. It just seems like that's the case.
But if he does that and that defense plays like it did this year, y'all will be in very good shape.
That is fair.
unless he plays like he did in the playoffs again.
True, but you're also going to
Because
have home field advantage at that point.
so did the Cowboys.
Yeah,
The year
but
before Cowboys extension, Dak played the year of his whole
Packers,
life. They had a great defense, and then just completely fell to pieces in the playoffs.
was that Jordan Love's first
Yes,
playoff game? Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
Lucas, don't forget the Texans. Didn't they have a home game? Oh no, they had to go to Pittsburgh.
They had to go to Pittsburgh and then they had to go to
Yeah,
Denver.
well,
Was it
they were
Denver?
playing. No, they had to go to
No, New
the
England.
Patriots. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
both
it,
were in the Northeast.
Pittsburgh doesn't count. They were playing a nursing home team. I mean, that was sad in general.
Yeah.
There could have been borderline criminal charges filed for every time they touched anybody on that team for how old they were.
Yeah, that was rough, man. Didn't they host? Did they host LA though?
Yeah.
They went to play the Chargers too.
No, they didn't play the
Oh, they
Chargers.
didn't play the Chargers. I don't know why I was thinking. Oh, they played like the second to last week or something against them. That's right.
Yeah.
I've tried to chalk. Uh, my memory's fuzzy. I've spent the last few months trying to make those two games of the playoffs disappear from my brain, like they didn't happen. So that's not the last things I remember of C.J. Stroud.
I've tried that for 20 years, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Hey,
doesn't
I'll
work.
call. I'll call you in 20 years. I might still be there. I might be doing the same shit.
We'll be sitting right here doing the same thing, saying the same
Yeah,
stuff all over again.
yeah.
In 20 years, if the Cowboys or Texans don't win the Super Bowl, that's a problem.
Well,
Brother.
Like statistically, that has to happen.
it doesn't have to happen. Look at the Browns and Lions, dude. They've never won one.
Lucas, yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm sure in 2001, when the Texans came to be, they were like, surely in 20 years we'll win one. And the Cowboys, I mean, they've Both teams have now existed for over 20 years, and neither one in that time span has won a Super Bowl.
The Cowboys
Yeah.
won a Super Bowl in February of '96, and surely, like you would think, like, oh, they'll win another one the next 30 years at least, and here we are, 30 years later without a
Did the
Super
Oilers
Bowl.
still exist the last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah,
There you go.
yep.
There you go.
True. Yeah. I don't know.
But in 20 years, Jerry Jones will also not be around anymore. Hopefully, dude. I don't know. He might. I legitimately think he might have found the fountain of youth somewhere. It doesn't fix his wrinkly skin, but like it keeps him pumping, dude. Like
Dude, he'll be
he's gonna be
103.
101 year. Yes, he's gonna be 103 years old, still doing his press conferences, still getting on 105.3 The Fan every week, like talking about what went wrong. Like
Dude,
like he might outlive Steven. I'm not joking. Like and then what?
honestly, they could build him just a little nursing home unit in AT&T Stadium.
Shoot, they probably already do. You just don't see it. Like
True.
he was
Yeah.
prepared, dude. Like
Yeah.
Man.
God.
and the worst part about it is when he does eventually die, is they're gonna build a statue of him. So then every time I go to a Cowboys game, I'm still gonna have to look at him every single time I show up.
Well, maybe they can get the sculptor that made the Ronaldo face.
Or the one that made
Or the Dwayne
Ichiro,
Wade.
or the one that made Ichiro statue, and the bat just breaks. Like maybe it'll just break off where it doesn't stand.
Yeah. Mm, mm.
I love sports, guys. I love sports. They're great. Go
But but
sports.
but honestly though, when I was into the NFL, I've been a Saints fan. I was a Saints fan from the time I was a little kid. Never thought the Saints would ever win a Super Bowl. They got one. It'll happen at
That
some
is,
point.
that is true. I mean, like there was the '80s
Like,
Aints where I mean they're wearing paper bags and
dude, I remember their first ever playoff win in like 2001. Like, it was
yeah,
wild.
Yeah, I mean, hell, there was times in my life I never thought the Astros would find a way.
True.
yeah.
So
That's exactly
at some
right.
point, at some point, it's bound to happen.
Yes.
But I
You
don't
can
think
try to
the
put you can try to put whatever hope you want into me. It's not going to work. I'm immune to hope.
Well, I think currently uh, the Texans have a better shot.
oh I have
Current,
I have
yes,
1 year, one more good year of hope in me because we have this defense that's currently constructed for 1 more year
Mm-hmm.
before we have to
then you
start making some changes and
yeah. So
obviously
then you got
pay
to start
Stroud.
paying
So
guys. Yeah,
I mean, if Stroud can figure it out, I legitimately do. I joke a lot, don't get me wrong, but I legitimately have 1 more year of hope that like we can make another run at this if we get this offense figured out. Um, but going into next year, if we have a repeat, I will be more on the side
And
of Brian over here.
yeah.
I mean, especially with the way the AFC is structured right now. I mean, Denver's going to be solid next year. I mean, Buffalo, I mean, they're going to be good, but we've seen what they do when they get to the playoffs. I mean, I don't think New England's going to be as good as they were this year, next year. I mean, they got a lot tougher schedule coming up. So, I
The
mean,
Chiefs.
the AFC, I mean, the Chiefs, nah, the Chiefs are bad, dude. But I think the AFC is wide open.
We'll see. We'll see.
The NFC side depends on if Sam Darnold's going to continue to be football Jesus next year or not. But that defense is going nowhere. I know that.
I was just gonna say how much of it was him winning football games and just not making mistakes. Like, if CJ Stroud plays mistake-free football, I mean, it's
It's
probably a Seahawks Texans Super Bowl.
Well, yeah. I
it's
mean, if Stroud throws two interceptions against the Patriots, they win that
No,
game.
for
I
sure. That's what
mean,
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But how much of Sam
yeah,
Darnold
no,
in his playoff
yeah,
run? How
no.
much? How much was he winning games? As much as it was, he was just managing the game and not making mistakes.
I mean, it was the
Bingo.
same thing. It was the same thing when Russell Wilson won it. I mean, it was the
Yeah.
same. He had big games, but for the most part, it was just he was mistake free.
Yep.
And you
That's
just
a
let the Legion of Boom just take over.
He was the AJ
E-
McCarron of Alabama.
Yeah,
every team. I mean, go back. Every team that had elite defenses, the common denominator mostly is just a good game manager quarterback.
Peyton Manning for the Broncos.
Trent
So it's
Dilfer.
Dilfer. I mean, it's never.
You're right.
I mean, even if you want to say like
Flacco.
the Joe Flacco Ravens, that's the next one I was going to. Like, it's either MVP winning quarterback play with a crazy offense, or a juggernaut defense with competent quarterback play.
That's
I mean, that's
exactly
pretty
right.
much the two main ways a team gets
Also
to the
say,
Super Bowl.
I mean, that's half of Brady's Super Bowls. I mean, there was several of those where he didn't play great, but they set a really good defense and just found a way to win.
Yeah.
But you
Absolutely.
never know. He's got to find a way to not throw 5 interceptions in a playoff game to win it.
I mean, how many did he have against Pittsburgh? Three or four, and they still won. Oh no, I think there were some
Yeah,
fumbles in there,
Yeah.
I'll say that's where
but
they couldn't get the snap down. That was the big problem
yeah,
against Pittsburgh.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. We're on to 2026.
that's right.
We're on to Cincinnati. Oh man, but yeah, should be interesting on Thursday. We'll see, or it might not be interesting. But
Yeah.
then on the other major sport, we got some NBA basketball going on. Uh, Rockets with a game 1 flop decide that they don't want to play offense, but I think a lot of that goes back to what you said before, Will. It's just you don't have somebody that can just control the floor, and then when you can't shoot, obviously that
Well,
hurts you too.
what was wrong with KD? Did they ever say?
He hurt his knee in practice. He's a game time decision for game two.
Also,
I
I was going to say, can we talk about that? What is the deal with these big like long breaks? This is why the freaking finals are in June. They're waiting 3 days between games that are in the same city.
I'm gonna take it. I didn't see the full story. What the hell at 37 does Kevin Durant need to practice unless he landed wrong on
That's
a
what I
jump
was
shot?
about to say that too. Like, why is he
Yeah,
even practicing
What
right
is he
now?
doing I mean, he's 37. He played in 78 games this year, and it would have been 79 if he had to have played the last game of the season, but they sat him because we were stuck in the 5 seed. It's been his most healthy year in a long time. I don't think KD's doing anything new in practice I mean, why is he even practice? He should be working on just keeping his jump shot fluid. You already know he's not playing a ton of defense anyway. How do you hurt your knee? I mean, the only excuse is that seriously on a jump shot somehow he tweaked it on the way down. But other than that, what the hell is he doing in practice? He needs all the rest he can get because obviously without him they stink.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was shocked when I saw the news. I'm not shocked at the result. I mean, it's been that way all year. Like you've legitimately relied on a 37-year-old player to be your entire offense, and if he has an off game, they forget that basketball even exists. And that's exactly what it was. They were so lost out there. They have no identity. Again, we played an 82 game season and never figured out who the hell we were as a basketball team. And like that's a little concerning because I do love Ime Udoka. I was very excited about the hire. I still am. But over 82 games with 18 players essentially at your disposal between, up and down, two-way whatever, you could not find a rotation that worked consistently. That's concerning.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you're playing, you got gifted a first round matchup with the team's two best offensive weapons going to miss the series that now has to rely on, granted, when I said the name, whatever, but a 41-year-old LeBron James to carry them to a second round playoff matchup, and you probably can't beat him because your own old guy isn't there.
yeah,
It's bad. It's bad.
I did watch the game. That white dude couldn't miss.
Luke, oh yeah, we let Luke Kennard score 28 points.
Bro, he was every shot from deep that he was throwing up was just wet.
I bet Luke Kennard hasn't scored 28 points since high school.
Yeah.
He might have in college, but I mean, just yeah, it happens. It's NBA. I mean, that's why there's 7 game series. But hopefully, KD comes back. We'll see. It doesn't matter. I think last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, I told y'all I think Western Conference Finals was as high as the
Pretty
Rockets
set.
can go. I rescind that remark completely. I was way overconfident. If they're lucky to get to the second round, they're getting their ass kicked out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if you
They
just
did
got
not
a
look good.
young running gun Thunder going against 37-year-old KD, it's not a great matchup over 7 games.
I
so
actually watched that game and they did not look good. Like
no,
from the jump, like from tip off, they did not look good.
because they don't know what they're doing. Like they
Yeah.
legitimately are like, shit, Kevin's not here. Okay, who's going to be the go-to guy? Who's going to do like they just don't. I mean, you would think Sengun, but I mean, I think they matched up well on him,
Yeah,
and
and
then nobody else could shoot.
I mean Sengun was shot what 30% from the floor. It was bad.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I was just looking
everybody.
at. So Jabari 5 for 14, Shingun 6 for 19, Thompson 7 for 18, Shepard 6 for 20. Like it's hard to win when you can't make a shot.
I guess Sengun was what 40 something percent.
Six
Yeah,
for 19. That's like 32%.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry, that's not my strong suit, guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
Math and time zones, I don't got it.
But I mean, and the unfortunate part is this is probably still the matchup with the most intrigue.
Yeah.
Like they're still probably the two most evenly matched teams, and they'll be able to twist the storyline now into like if KD comes back healthy, it'll be a KD LeBron storyline because the rest of this first round is awful. As I'm saying that out loud, the Hawks did just
Pistons.
mount a comeback against the Knicks, so that's going to tie that series up. But yeah, I mean,
Pistons dropped game one.
the Pistons are in trouble because it's not that they lost the game; it's how they lost the game, and they're in for a fight against the Magic.
Yeah.
But as I know, the Magic are an 8 seed, but the talent they have is better than an 8. Like they severely underperformed,
Yeah.
severely underperformed.
Weren't they like a high seed last year?
They
The
were they
Magic.
were they the number 1 seed or two
No,
seed?
No, they weren't
The Cavs were
one.
one. The Cavs were
Okay,
one last year by a large margin, I think.
okay, okay. Oh, I have my years wrong. Then I thought.
They might have been a two
Oh,
seed.
they were not. They were legitimately they were the
They were
last
a
playing
playing
team.
team, right? Yeah, that's what
Why
I
did I
Uh,
thought.
think they were higher up than that? What the hell am I thinking
I
about?
thought so too.
Maybe everybody had super high expectations for him this year to be higher, I guess. I mean, they made the trade in the offseason for Bane, but
Yeah.
whatever the case is, I think they're better than what their record or they have the talent to be better than what their record is. But yeah, that should be a little scary if I'm a Pistons fan. Just the way you lost that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy though, just looking at the matchups. Like almost all of them are pretty close, if not double-digit favorites right now. Outside of
Oh
the
yeah.
Rockets and the Cavs, the 2 4 5s, like those are the only ones that are evenly matched. But
Yeah. I mean, again, like I said, you said the Knicks just blew it against Atlanta, but they should have been up 2-0. That series shouldn't be a series. Philly might as well just forfeit the next 3 games against Boston. That was ugly. Um, Portland, good luck. And then on top of that series, the Spurs come out with their awesome court and t-shirts, and then it's in the news that Portland's not doing anything when the series goes back to Portland. Like they're just not even going to try. So like the fans are all pissed. Now people are talking about boycotting the game. I'm like,
oh
okay, well
my
there
gosh.
goes that series. I mean, what
Yeah.
you're pissing your fans off before they even get the series back to Portland? That's not a good look. Phoenix, thanks for playing um, against Oklahoma City. Not happening. So yeah, we're pretty
No.
much down to possibly Orlando, Detroit to hold down round one, and obviously Houston, LA. But other than that, I like I said it before. I just if you're a basketball fan, just tune in the conference finals. I think those could be really really fun. But
Yeah.
before that, may not be a whole lot of fun.
I'll say because really even the finals, I feel like whoever comes out of the West is probably going to roll. Whether it's the Spurs or Thunder, I would think. But
Yeah, I mean, the Celtics are overwhelming favorites to come out of the East, but I agree with that. Nah, I'll put a caveat. If it's the Thunder and the Spurs, they'll be the favorites. I think if it's anybody else, the Celtics might be the favorites.
yeah, true.
I still think people would favor the Celtics over the Nuggets if the Nuggets came out.
Be interesting. I think it's gonna be tough to beat either one of the or for one of those teams to not come out though. I mean, just
Yeah,
because I feel like they're
yeah,
just a level above everybody.
I agree, and I think Boston is much much better than everybody else in the East.
Yes, yeah, for sure. So we'll see. I did see that the Warriors they didn't make the playoffs, but there's some interesting news coming out of there. I saw Steph Curry. They interviewed him after the season, asking if he was going to go back next year, and he was like, I'm open to go, but it's just a matter of whether the Warriors are willing to pay. And he put it on them. He was like, the Warriors are going to have to put some work in this summer. Like that was what he said. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I, I guess unless you're a San Antonio Spur, almost everybody leaves. Like, there's not a lot of like NBA players that have stayed in one place their entire careers. I mean, even Michael Jordan went somewhere else, dude. Like, it's like the only team that consistently does it is the Spurs.
Yeah,
I I don't know. I mean, it's obviously impossible to envision Steph in any other uniform,
Yeah,
but let me put this scenario in front of you. Because it's not like at this stage of his career he's playing a lot of defense anyway. Can you imagine Steph just hanging on for like another like 4 or 5 years and just being a spot up shooter on a team that doesn't need him to be Steph Curry?
be like a Ray Allen, just
Just
sit in
play
the
like
corner and
yeah,
just
play like 20, 25 minutes a game and just shoot 15 threes a game. And
yeah.
he hangs out as a three guard in the corner, two guard.
would you
I
take
wonder
that
if
in
he'd be.
Houston?
I
Like,
mean,
the way y'all shoot the three ball, dude.
the problem is the Rockets need a point guard. Like I'm saying, like
Yeah,
if Steph can play off the ball and just spot up shoot, not be the primary ball handler, can you imagine how scary that would be? Because like
yeah,
I mean, how much longer can Steph dribble around everybody and do all that crap? The
true.
shooting's not going away. At
No,
55, Steph Curry will be able to shoot not at the high as good as but like he'll be able to shoot like this for a very long time.
yeah,
I mean, he won't, but I'm saying at 45, he could spot up in the corner and just shoot corner threes for 12 minutes a game if he wanted to
yeah.
and do like hardly anything else. But I don't think he will. I don't think he leaves. The biggest news out of Golden State, I thought, was at the end of that game when Steve Kerr pulled Draymond Green and Steph to the side and he said, I don't know what happens after this, but I want you to know that over the last 12 years, I've enjoyed the hell out of this, and I love you two to death. Doesn't sound like a
Hmm,
coach is coming back
no,
to do that where the cameras can pick him up because like he knew the magnitude of the moment. To make that statement doesn't sound like a coach is coming back, and I can see Steph and Draymond both being like, "We're all gonna leave at the same time," kind of
Yeah,
thing. Like this was our run together. Clay's already gone. Y'all tear this thing down and we're all going to leave at the same time and just bring in new blood, new ideas, new everything. Because I mean, even though Steph and Draymond have not played their whole careers for Steve Kerr, it feels that way
yeah.
because that's when they've been a dynasty kind of thing.
Mhm.
Is Doc
So do you
Rivers
think
getting
it's
a
like a thing
call?
like where he would retire or just go to a different spot? Tuck Rivers.
Yeah, that's awful. Uh, I don't know because I can see Draymond playing somewhere else because like Draymond will play with a chip and like he's still a good
Yeah.
defender. I mean, he locked up Kawhi in the play-in game. Kawhi could do nothing on him. And there was talks last offseason about Draymond getting traded, and he was kind of like, it is what it is. If that's what's best for them, whatever. I really can't see Steph wearing another uniform.
Mm-mm.
No.
Like even when Kobe could have left the Lakers the last few years and went and played somewhere else, but like Kobe was going to be a Laker, even though the Lakers sucked. I don't think he retires, but I can/can't see him staying a Warrior either.
Yeah.
I don't see him staying without Kerr, but I don't see him leaving either. But I would be, I'd fall out of this chair if he announced his retirement.
Yeah. Well, I was asking about Steve Kerr, not Curry.
Oh, but Steve Kerr retiring? I think absolutely. I think
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I think if he leaves the Warriors, I think he goes back into broadcasting or goes into front
yeah,
office. Because I think the day to day of a head coach, like he's kind of maybe over it. He doesn't want to do. He doesn't have the drive or the want that a team really needs in a head coach. So I mean, he's already done it all. He's been a GM. He's been a front office executive. He's gone to broadcasting. Then he went to coaching. So I mean, there's good money in broadcasting. So I would be shocked if he didn't go back to that. But he could just retire and live the rest of his life and be just fine.
Yeah.
for sure. Be interesting. We all want to touch on well Mason Miller a little bit.
Little,
Have to, man.
yeah.
I mean, dude's still crushing it. So as of now, he's faced 36 batters, 27 strikeouts, he's given up 2 hits and 2 walks. So still just absolutely dominant. I mean, just rolling through. I mean, just I think Willie, you said it before the pod, like even going back to, his time when he first joined the Padres, like he's just been on an unbelievable run. So I
Yeah.
guess I don't know if he discovered the spider tack when he got over there or what, but
I really don't know what it is. I mean, but unhit. He's been completely unhittable. I mean, yeah. Oh, he's got two people found out. Whatever. I mean, he's virtually unhittable. We did the math. He's just shy of 22 Ks per 9 innings. Um, Again, we know this isn't going to last the whole season, more than likely, but most of the times guys start the season cold because they have to get in the swing of things. Um, if there's ever anybody out there worried about the World Baseball Classic, I think you could say Mason Miller getting some early throws in there maybe got him ready to go for the season from the jump because just been dialed in, locked in, and not even throwing a lot of pitches either. I don't have that stat exactly in front of me, but he's doing this very efficiently. It's not like he's getting a lot of 3-2 counts or any of that stuff either. He's getting in there, taking care of business, getting off the mound. I'll see you in 3 days. Like it's so incredibly impressive. To go along with the stats Brian said, he does already have 8 saves. So setting himself up to try to make some noise and maybe I mean, giving an April Cy Young is kind of like giving a September Heisman. You got a lot of season, a lot of season to go here, but let's just say he's probably in the clubhouse right now, or he's getting some whispers like, "Hey, we need to keep an eye on this guy."
He has as many saves as Astros have wins.
Not true. We got our ninth win
Oh,
today.
yeah, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
we got
Sorry.
9 wins now. Come
Come on,
on,
Sorry.
Lucas.
Lucas.
God. Wait,
Jeez,
are the Padres playing tonight?
they are not.
Oh,
We're not the
They are
worst
not.
team in baseball anymore. So
yes, we are. Like it's only going to
oh,
get worse
dude,
from here with all the injuries.
the Mets,
No,
the
no,
Mets
no.
are pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, in
I,
April.
I want to.
Yeah,
This is gonna continue. This isn't going anywhere. The Mets
yeah,
at least have an opportunity.
true.
I'll push back on the words here. We're not the worst team in baseball because the offensive side is holding up there in the deal.
It's true.
We are hands down. I would venture to say there might be some minor league organizations that have a better pitching staff than the Houston Astros do right now.
Oh, it's not even a question.
Especially with the injuries now.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, with the staff we are rolling out of a 5-man rotation, I guarantee there's a AAA team somewhere that's got 5 guys that could play better than what we're rolling out in Houston.
Dude, the Astros farm system is ranked 29 or 30 every year, and we're throwing those arms right now.
True,
Bar
that is
Yes.
bar
fair.
bar Lance McCullers, which that's even questionable there. So
If he wasn't so tenured, he would also be getting optioned down, but because he's been there so long, they can't send him to AAA.
yeah,
Yeah.
Except for a rehab assignment, which we know is most definitely coming at some point.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a win, not if.
Yeah,
It's just hilarious to see that the Astros have like 9 pitching injuries right now. And of those 9, one of them is not Lance McCullers Jr.
that is a
That's the
miracle.
most shocking stat of the year for me.
Yeah,
Not that we're trying to speak into existence, but just the fact that we made it this long is just
yeah.
a miracle. I don't know. A lot of baseball to be played. We'll see. But
No, it's football season.
true.
I I think I think I might be with Lucas on this one because as we've already talked basketball, baseball's tough.
Yeah,
But I
dude,
was
Um,
gonna say,
Texas A&M
I
is
got I
going to
got
make the regional
I got a
by
little bit of
host.
college baseball. Yeah, we're up to number 7 in the polls.
Yeah,
dang.
y'all
We
host.
we also we have been benefited by playing not the best of the. I mean, outside of Texas, we did beat Texas only 2 games, but other than that, we haven't played the upper echelon of the SEC in baseball as much yet. So we'll find out on the back half of the schedule how good this team really is. But yeah, they've pretty much already locked in a regional. Besides an absolute breakdown of epic proportions, but it's a lot more fun this year for me.
Yeah,
There you go.
not so
And
much for
definitely
me.
more fun than next year for sure than last year. I mean,
Yeah, it's a whole lot more fun this year. I mean, getting a mini sweep of Texas and then a sweep at LSU is about as great of a 2 weekend run I could have hoped for.
oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's all I got, guys.
That's it.
All right. We
Spring on
appreciate everybody
football.
watching. Bring on football. To you like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family, follow our TikTok page. Until next time, see you next week.
See ya.